All right, Grand Rising, everyone. It's Shay Seeking, and welcome back. So, I don't know. I was just sitting here thinking about Lucifer's plan and God's plan from the sealed portion. And something told me just to pull out a couple of things. I feel like there's like a line being drawn here between AI and origine energy. Sleeping energy. No, sleeping enemy. I feel like there's a masculine and a feminine that are sleeping, possibly with the enemy. We have codependency. And I feel like this is on energy here. Energy harvesting. We have war written in. These are just things that I wrote down when I was reading this. I marked certain things here. This is going to be going into the studies in scriptures, okay? So I feel like there's a good little dynamic here. I don't even, oh, I think this marker thing was in here when I opened up the book, and it just led me here. Because I feel like there's this energy of like preservation or something like this, or removing a tent or removing a covering or protection from a certain temple and placing it somewhere else. I feel like also this is talking about something about somebody's Ace of Cups, okay? Relocating someone's Ace of Cups. But I feel like whatever this is, it stems on some type of control, jealousy, and some type of something. It's like somebody doesn't want to get caught doing something. So I don't know. It's making me think about this court case with this Tish and Trump thing. Because I don't know. There's a certain dynamic with that. That's an underlining dynamic here that I feel like has something to do with this Taurus energy in someone named Tish. It's something, again, these things kind of like correlate all the way up to, there's something about this. It's like a marriage in a family after my marriage. It's something happened there at that time. Somebody swapped out energy or something like this with the brothers here. It's something weird like that. Something happened. It's something that's taking me back to, we have wildflowers here. It's taking me back to the wildflower apartments, because there's something that happened there. It was like a bit of jealousy, I feel, with this, between my sister and my sister-in-law about my brother-in-law. Because my sister and my brother-in-law were friends. They would, whenever she came into town, they would hang out or whatever. We lived in one building, and then, they lived in another building across from us. And, I don't know. I can't remember exactly, but it still feels like both of these feminine energies are closer to my original masculine energy than I am. So they're like on his side or something like that, okay? But I feel like there's a wall. Energetically, something is riding along with these storylines. And the fact that they're picking the perfect timing to try to slow me down permanently. It's almost like that, right? You know what I'm saying? It's almost like that. I don't feel like it has anything to do with anything but that. A major case of like bullying and abuse and man trying to control original things. Some of us maybe even being programmed or turned into android energies at some point in time. Something of since 9/11, and then whatever might have conspired in 9/11, and then I feel like something else conspired maybe a little bit after that. It's something weird. Because I was pregnant with my twins when 9/11 happened. And they were born on June 11. So we have 9/11, 6/11. Something happened. I feel like also I'm seeing a scenario here where something happened with my first child. I had a problem. I went to the doctor, okay, and I had been like, my dad and his wife had went out of town. I was going to be there by myself, but I was close to my due date. And so he allowed for tourists to stay there with me. And even though this because me and Taurus had broken up, gotten back together, and he accepted what happened, and we moved on with our life or whatever. Okay, um, and I feel like while we broke up or whatever like this, and it's something I don't know what it is. I don't know why he stayed, but he did. Like I said, I don't know why he wanted to move with me, but he did. I don't I don't know. I'm feeling like again, this is something a little bit deeper here about people, gods, and then those in the likeness of gods. It's just something I'm seeing here because this is personal. All this text, all of this is closer to my bloodline and me than anything. So I don't have to, what I'm saying, pull on other people's energy to get the story. It's running through me. So I know that there's a lot of feminine energies that they're trying to attach to me, or with the Ace of Cups, transfer it, or something like this, or having these women drinking from the streams that are coming out of my cup. It's something like that. Says here something about, we'll get to it in a minute. Like a refreshment of waters or something for these individuals. All right. And then someone becomes the heathen. So it's something here that's kind of like tripping me out right now, just a little bit. Okay. So we're going to just go ahead and skim through and read through this. Okay. This is the Battle of Armageddon, and we're talking about Babylon's confusion. So again, this could be what's going on. Them trying to confuse my narrative, confuse me with so many different things going on that are grabbing my attention, with having connection to some of these bloodlines and things like this. And then, like I said, something about the Battle of Armageddon. Also the Egypt or whatever rising up against. But again, there's something that is there about the crowns. They had to try to get or pretend or act as though the monarchy is, but I feel like this is something here. Okay. This is it, probably, where people take something back. But my problem is I'm set apart because I'm not on accord with these people no more. While they could feed off of whatever or use the information or whatever that I've laid out for the past 12 plus years, that's okay. But it's something about not moving forward. But I feel like also this could be emotion trying to Moshe me almost, right? To say I can't get into heaven as being someone who led the people. But really, I have not been. Really, it's been Unpacked that has been leading the people mainly for the past couple years, okay? Since she stepped on the scene. Really, it's not me leading the people. Mentally, they have this program energy with this Pearl Hawkins energy. And I feel like that's the energy, that's the copycat mental of me. Right? So she told a story about punching somebody in the mouth or something and making them bleed. This is a story that happened to me with Taurus right in front of my house. You know what I'm saying? At my old house that I grew up, where I met Taurus at. And along the line, I have found that the stories that I don't know. I just can't see, I just see, what I'm saying? And I feel like this could be like something that could look at as competition or jealousy or something. But it's like, nah, nobody knows what it feels like for somebody else to be wearing like wearing you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like nobody knows what the fuck that feels like. And to see that somebody's allowing for that shit to exist and happen, and then now they're trying to cut you down. So it's something about the cherry tree. Maybe, I don't know who said something about was it Washington that had something to say about the cherry tree? Because in here it's saying something about or Japan, and something about protecting a cherry tree. Okay. So I don't necessarily cherry blossom. I'm even getting, memoirs of a geisha. For some reason, I don't know what this has to do with. Okay. 8 million deities protecting the beautiful cherry tree. Okay. And then somebody saying goodbye. Okay. Or it's over or something like this. Okay. But then this is talking about what Gandhi said. Okay. Vishand. Okay. Gandhi of India. This is something that he said, or she. If you will permit a heathen to deliver his message of peace and love, I shall only ask you to look at the multifarious ideas presented to you in a liberal spirit, not with superstition and bigotry. I entreat you to examine the various religious systems from all standpoints. Hmm. And then we have Shabita, Reverend Shabita, religion in Japan. Okay. Mm, okay. So again, somebody assisting someone in some plans here. All right. Unity is power. So again, um, to a certain extent, it depends on one standpoint. If you're going against something, it could be dangerous. It could be dangerous because unity on one accord to dismantle or remove someone. This is what I'm saying, and especially if the people are not uniformed or they have not done the work. All right, in order to be able to judge fairly and be fair and balanced, it's something about whatever this is. It's more about a power grab. It's power struggle. It's just, I just see a lot of five of wands. We had five of wands come out 3 times yesterday. Okay. So there's definitely some type of internal, but also eternal, galactic and earthly kind of war or something going on here, that people want to forget about religion. Again, I feel some kind of way about religion. It's not about religion. Like, again, if I'm saying the same thing while I'm reading this text as somebody else is saying without the text, does it matter? I'm just anchoring it to something, right? Just to show you I'm not just saying something out of my mouth. You know what I'm saying? And that, there's something else on another accord with me that is also correlating what I'm saying here. Whether you call it universal something, whatever it is. Because again, I could have just went to somebody else's channel, watched their video, or tapped into their Akashic records and said what they're about to say in 2 days. Do you get what I'm saying? I could have just done that and you would not know that. So I feel like this is the watering down of the Christ energy. All right. And this is a forever thing. So someone has been constructed by God or a certain force to do something. And people are watering down or making that energy distasteful in order for people in navigating people towards something else. And I said something else because I feel like this is the battle between AI and originality or authenticity. I'm also thinking about, I mean, it's almost like making me think about, and it's funny that I just started watching that again about empire. It's like America as an empire, right? And, you know, it's like almost like a stolen throne, though. It's almost like, you know, if even since 9/11, if this original Taurus energy has been taken from me since then, to water the field with these female energies and whatever it was that was created from us bonding or consummating is what brought this in. And it's almost like that. It's almost like took that energy and delivered it to these women to battle up against God. It's like Michael and his angels battling up against God. Because I keep hearing somebody, yeah, but do you know what they call me? So that's just kind of strange to me. It's giving me the energy on Jupiter ascending as well. It's giving me some type of energy. I don't even know, like I said, something about like Mike Pence as well, okay? And then Warnock. We did videos on them as far as archangel energies last year. But I feel like there's something else that's going on in the background. I think people just don't want me speaking about it because I don't know why. It's like shut up or die or something. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm not here to. It's something about it. I don't even know whose side is on my side to know what side to go on their side. And so it doesn't matter to me because I feel like it's a Godhead energy running fucking through me. You know what I'm saying? And the more that I don't speak or somebody tries to silence me, it makes it seem as though this narrative, that means that God didn't want this person to be doing this anymore or whatever. But it's some bullshit. It's these people using science. I don't know why I wrote a 6 here. This looks like a 6 too. But again, I feel like there's something in particular going on here. It is chaotic. It may seem calm, but there's a fucking storm. Okay. There's something happening underneath and I feel like the silencing of or the closing out certain groups is that's who they're fighting up against. This is why there's this whole thing about the upside down pyramid with Trump. It's almost like these people decided to go against me, and now whoever the witches that they've been dealing with and these women that they have, it says something about they took the essence of this tree or something, they used it on themselves, and now they are disregarding that tree. And so now that tree basically, or this energy, is about to disregard them. So as soon as I put something up a minute ago about this feminine energy that I see right through her, I see this demonic energy right through her, contradicting herself right through her, moving around just right through her. So it's something about that. My views are stuck and theirs go up. Okay. It's something about whatever the fuck this is. Okay. I realize that this has something to do with either who's going to be down for the ducks shit. I'm about to say something else, okay? In the background, that's going on, that's going to be agreeable to these particular things, or someone who is neutral or don't have their hands dirtied or with blood on it, that they can't try to blackmail me. They've been trying for, it's almost Satan came to do something to entice me or blackmail me or something. And so now this energy wants me to feel like I'm not the God that I am. It's something like that. All right. And they're using all their little demons, witches, dominions, all of this shit right here to try to, like I said last night, it's something about like something being surrounded here. But there may be some type of protection here. Okay. We have towering over the wreck of time. Okay. This, I'm telling you, it's a wreck. It's a train wreck. Something is happening here, or it already has. So these are people saying, now you get out of here or you go or something. Yeah, you didn't think I know. And then she said something like, this feminine energy said something like, oh, because those experiments they was doing on children with mind control and stuff, that was me. They was doing that on me. So again, if that let me know then that this person had to be some type of plant. Now, I already wrote that this person was a plant about 5 minutes to 10 minutes before I went on this video and seen what she said. And so that just confirmed it to me, right? Okay. So it's something about whatever these moves that these people are making, whatever they're doing here. It is also something to make a feminine energy that is a god feel like she is insufficient or in like not superior or supreme. It's something like that. Like we can just make anybody the god. Like, but that's idol worship. So if you took something from me and you're giving it to that, you're still worshiping an idol. Mm. So there's something going on underneath here. Let's see. Okay. This is just going to be one of those freestyle where we just kind of go through here and then we're going to use the cards and we're going to speak. Okay. I will be upset about the usury rather than the thievery rather than the jealous of another feminine replacing me with a masculine energy. It would make me upset that if these people thought they can still have access to me or ruin me on the way out. It's like, if that's the case, just then do that. You don't have to try to traumatize me or do whatever the fuck this is, or stop me or stop my views or stop my business. You don't, what I'm saying? For what? For why? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I've already seen this moving forward all this time. There's something about a father figure is not around anymore or doesn't have the strength or the standing that they used to have. It's almost like Sekhmet coming up feeling like, and we can say that we're talking about Egypt because we're talking about this energy of these people contradicting themselves, but it's all in one. It don't matter. Nobody can, it's all running through someone's veins here. It's all one energy. We could say Egypt now, and it could have been Mesopotamian, but these gods and things, they stretch out throughout the test of time. So it's kind of like you can't talk about Jesus without talking about Egyptians and talk about it. It's kind of like that. All right. So it's something about energy. That energy can be attached to someone. Someone could be a natural born enemy. Actually, some of you may be. You know what I'm saying? And you're being surveillance because of that. And then there also may be surveillancing the creatures that they built, the Lord God created. Because I feel like they took something from God. Whoever this is in this science energy, I don't even know if it has something to do with Fauci and this whole energy and how close his features are to my step family. I don't know what this is, but I'm just saying it's something about that. All right. Now, science could be working for the good, but it could also be working for the bad. It's up for you to discern. But there's something about taking something. It's in Genesis 1, God created those vines and those creeping things. That was entities or individuals or autogenous energies being created. All right. And then later on, and then he makes a man, he makes them both man and woman and calls them Adam, right? And then we go into 2, and then the Lord God takes the dirt and grime or the water or whatever from whatever and builds something, and he blows the breath into it. All right. Now, this is making me think like, okay, so if I already always had this mindset and I've already been, sharing this information or whatever for all this time, I would say bringing up, talking in parables almost, or doing certain things or whatever to, it's something about trying to get rid of books and trying to get rid of like a blueprint, or Bible burning. Bible burning can also be burning people or making people feel bad for using the Bible or something in these days to anchor. It's not about, it's something. All right. So this is, okay. So this is about, okay. So there's these young men of this Orient, okay, who have the deepest religious convictions, standing, and dignity of man. I think we already read this maybe one time before, but this is what stood out to me. Something about religion, but it says, we believe that we are men. For us, it is a libel on humanity and an impeachment of God who created man, because we know women birth men, okay? Well, and then in a society, in a sense of society, it does have something to do with women, original women, and then women meaning foreign entities that birth nations, okay? So this is a fall of something of some sort. I'm hearing man down, okay? So yeah, this is that androgynous energy, okay? Maybe making making a twin flame union, possibly of 2 people. I feel like the world is trying to rip these 2 people apart, or they have been already. It's something like this, okay? So it says Christ and his and they will reign with Christ forever. All right. So I don't know if this is talking about this energy over here. All right. If this is talking about this energy over here of these 8 million deities, okay, these gods, all right, or if this has something to do with somebody. Yeah, this has something to do with somebody, because again, we talk about Christian energy, and we read that these are the followers of basically the man that serves Christ or that is with Christ, okay? So it's something about that with the Christendom, that these people are going to always lead, like follow the man instead of the Christ energy, the man that's attached to the Christ energy. So this could be like my twin flame trying to denounce me and go on with a false person, all right, and leave me in poverty, okay? The song Lonely Ballerina just came on, all right? But then this could look like something, because I feel like something else is happening at a higher power. All right, where something about there's also this battle I feel going on with a Satan amongst a Satan. It's very conflicting. It's very much like you have to go within to see, because the amount of hate or whatever that has been targeted against one like me, again, even if it is not physical, it's mental, spiritual, all these different type of attacks. Again, we have this 2 of swords right here, with this feminine energy being attacked by these black crows. This is giving me that Chrissy Lux energy, okay? That I feel is connected to a masculine as well, okay? It it's kind of making me think about that new artist that, yeah, because her feet, it's giving me that energy of the treasure or whatever treasure that they brought in on Empire as the new artist, okay? This is all also this, but this is this dressed in all black energy though. This female is dressed in all black. This is some, I feel like this may be, again, somebody might not see what's coming for them. Okay. I feel like this is a battle of those who that show and teach astrology, astronomy, and all this other stuff, and those who just say these things and it's already melted into what they're saying and it's already manifesting regardless. It's something like this, okay? So this could be either looked at as a feminine energy that, yeah, somebody might have arm tats, okay? Somebody might be blinded by something that's coming in here. All right? I feel like it's supposed to be me, okay? But this could be somebody else blindsided by somebody else's energy coming in here. An impeachment of God who created man to say that man is not sufficient within himself. Okay? So again, I feel like this is, I mean, this is original energy. Like, again, like I said, that man or men, it depends if we're talking about a group of people, like men, women, and children that are like man in that world card energy. All right? But that's also giving me Aquarius energy, maritime energy again, okay? Um, it's also giving me pre-Adamite energy and then Adam energy, okay? Within himself, and he needs religion to come and make him perfect. So again, it's the white man or the white man or whatever, but I still feel like it is talking about the original man, or the white pure autochthonous races of the Americas, that like the moon-eyed people and things join with the government is in the Appalachian Mountains and other places in order to show man how to deal with these particular type of people to defeat these people, these original people. So it's something about this Moorish energy, also something to do with the Muslim energy, and then, Christendom and all of these other things intertwined. So again, when they say can men give birth? Well, to a nation, it seems so. You know what I'm saying? But again, with the womb, deliver babies, but can they? Are some of us men now that are deliver, has the narrative been swapped or changed out where a woman is a man, right? And she's giving birth to, do you see what I'm saying here? All right, or that they can even create these types of beings here. Okay, that could be masculine energies that give birth, they have a womb, because we're looking at the whole dynamic of a woman and a man a different way, instead of like colonizers in the people of the land, all right, versus a female and a male. Okay, do you get what I'm saying? All right, because I feel like, again, they don't need religion. They don't need religion per se to make him perfect, but I feel like it joins people. Again, one of my phrases I used to say on my old videos, is knowledge is power and unity is key. Okay. I think it's something like pick up your armor of God, put on your armor of God and walk with me. That's something that matter of fact, I think that's what's on my YouTube channel, on my information page or something like that. All right. So that is more of a Christ energy, I guess, than a Moshe energy, but it could be looked at as either. All right. So it says, note how the natural man accuses and excuses himself in the same breath. Okay. So I feel like this is this energy that I'm picking up on. Um, when it comes to certain things that are going on in the background, like the abusive nature of things, okay? Accuses and excuses himself. So again, these are people that are watching you. They're saying, hey, I know you, I'm watching you, like this and that. Again, I can't see these people, but obviously they have some kind of powers or gifts or something bestowed upon them where they can see me. All right. So it's something like accusing someone, but they're actually stealing from the Holy Spirit, which again, you cannot come back from doing that, because I feel like the Holy Spirit represents the feminine energy or the holy cow energy that is on this plane walking even when source is not. The emperor is that energy in her dome or in her domain or something like this. I feel like it's more of a mental thing, because Hathor, and if you look back at ancient Egypt, that represented those entities or whatever that will be inside of the crowns or sitting in the heads of these particular people. Now, today you might just have a chip in your brain, right? And something else is you're running on a server or something like this. Some of us can be hybrid and some of us are just natural. Okay. So again, I feel in naturally being activated. Okay. It says imperfection can't be denied, but power to make ourselves perfect in time is claimed. Okay. And thus the so this is also making me think about people learning certain things and then making themselves perfect, like repenting or turn, because repentance just means turning away from things. All right. Um, oh, this thing keeps turning off and it's distracting. Okay. But again, it says we believe that if a man is a man, he is, okay, or she, because he can mean she in etymology, has it all in himself. Okay, so I feel like this is somebody trying to say that, they have it all in their self. But again, man can have be turned into androids or chipped already. You get what I'm saying? That could have been what happened when you got those vaccinations. So it's something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I'm seeing here with this parallel here. Because that could link people in one accord if this has some type of technology in it as well. You know what I'm saying? It could link people as one accord. All right. 'Cause I feel like somebody wants somebody to feel alone and destitute or something in this on this plane here. I feel like it's obvious to see, but I feel like somebody is built really strong, like me. You know what I'm saying? It's something about that. Okay, let's see. Okay. It says, will you tell me that if a cauliflower that I plant in the field grows up in a beautiful perfection of its convulsions, and that my brain, which the same God has created 100,000 times more delicate than perfect? Okay? So something about being delicate. There's a song named Delicate that came on within the past 24 or 48 hours. I feel like somebody was trying to make it seem like I'm not, but it's a woman fighting against the world on another scale. This is just not no regular like you being manipulated by television or music. This is something whole different that we're seeing right here, okay? It says, cannot develop its convulsions and do the work that God intended. I should do and have the highest conceptions that he intended I should have, that a helpless pollywog will develop and become a frog with perfect elastic limbs and having chest and that frog will keep together in contempt excuse me, and croak in unity. So oh, this make me think about me and my cousin's tadpole runs, okay, to the creek. But anyways, contentment and croak in unity. So this is what I think I'm talking about here. All right, like this star card, this star, one of these stars, person or the star is a copycat. One is hovering over one, watching. These stars are watching this being down here. It's almost like I was just driving home at like 3 o'clock in the morning from the lake, and there was a big white star. Now I've seen these things before. Why I see Neptune here, okay, on this fabric thing that I have there. I don't know why I want to bring that up, okay, but it says it's sitting here in reverse though. It's the thing is upside down, but it says Neptune. But anyhow, that's when that man eater song kept on coming on when I noticed that star in the sky. Now I sat there and drove and watched this big white star follow me all the way from the lake, all the way down, all the way, and I stopped looking at it and lost track of it because I hadn't seen one of these type of creatures or these type of entities in a while. I haven't seen, I've seen things come over my car or come to me or different drones and shit like this catch my attention and then stop and go into the woods. Like I don't know, like they want me to come there too. I don't know what the fuck, okay, but you see, so I don't know. All right, but this could be this energy, okay, because I'm hearing because my friend was like, girl, don't be going outside. Now, this is my BFF, right? And I feel like there's maybe a person in her likeness that may be dealing with this masculine energy. And I remember going to her house late night one night. I just wanted to talk or whatever like this. And we were talking about this twin flame journey. And she was like, girl, don't be going out there or whatever like this and stopping. But then it's something just in my head just said, because somebody don't want you to be like God. Somebody don't want you to be like, but I'm just thinking, why does my encounter have to be so over the top? And it feels like all these people are already communicated or have, these are people that are telling me that I shouldn't be doing it. So I would think that they are not going to follow something in the sky that's calling them, because it's almost like it's luring you in almost. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? Unless this is something, that it didn't happen to them that way, but they know what this is because they're tapped into whatever this energy or frequency is. All right. So it's something about that. These women like, oh, stay away from the divine masculine, he, this, and that. But again, it's not even, they don't even have to warn or scare me. You can't scare me, because if I knew where he was, I would be there fucking right now. Or not, you see, leave that part out. I would be there right now. Okay. But what I'm saying is, I feel like this person is hiding from me. So it's like God asking Adam, why are you hiding from me? What are y'all doing? Why is there confusion here? All right. But I think that this may be, there's a difference between Babylon and the whore of Babylon. Okay. There's a difference between, and then we're talking Orient here. And a song called Babylon Orient just came on. So it's something about, something about, okay, what about this croaking in unity? So this could be like what I just said about some people can be on one accord and they're in unity, but what are you doing? Because Michael and his angels got together in that last days of Armageddon or whatever, the battle against God. So if that's what you're doing, or if you're trying to remove the crown from that Christ energy and dilute that energy by saying there's only one of me and 1,000 of you. So it's like a masculine made sure it was only one of them, and somebody duplicated my energy several times so that it can confuse the people as to who the fuck I am. And then my being imperfect and knowing that, but also being myself and changing not, am going to show myself the way I am all the time in front of you. You see what I'm saying? You're going to get the natural emotions, the natural whatever with me. I'm not putting on no show here. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, I'm not hooping and hollering and jumping all in your face and doing no acrobats like no fucking circus. We just talking here, okay? Again, I could be a little silly sometimes, but when I'm doing this is something that's real. I want people to understand, many different people to understand. All right? So again, we have just almost like being persecuted, and then God, those people being persecuted until they have no more power, and then they come after God herself or himself, okay? So it says perfection of man, the body and soul, I know, body and soul, and recognize the brotherhood of man, and the live, and live upon God's earth in peace. Okay. It says, I say it is an impeachment of God who created man, okay, to promulgate and acquaintances in any such doctrine. So this is making me think about how dare these men that may have been attached to me some kind of way throughout this story, either by science or by some other kind of way, now turn against me when I have created. Again, it's like what we talked about yesterday. Again, that just fluently freestyle came out in the freestyle. I don't know why I be saying these things, but it's said, right? That these are the wombs that birth kings and leaders and world leaders and things like this. So again, what do you mean? So to impeach my energy, and then also for a masculine to kill me, you killing yourself, unless they have already created me over and over and over and over again, so that this one wouldn't really matter. You see what I'm saying? We need to ride this one until the wheels fall off, and this energy won't matter. Okay? Maybe it's something about dark matter or chaos or that void energy. Nor do we accept the unwanted conclusion of science. We have nothing to do with that monkey. Okay, with the monkeys. But then again, these monkeys are primates or primitive energies. So there are prior engagements and prior energy when it comes to that. All right, I'm feeling like Planet of the Apes. I'm seeing some kind of reference to that. All right. I don't know why I'm even hearing the last name Adams. Somebody might have that last name. It says if we want to speak to if they want to speak to us, they will have to come up with us. Okay, so I don't know exactly what this means, but again, this may be meaning like uh no new friends. But see, I feel like, or no friends in the industry or something like this, but I feel like also this is purposely leaving someone out in the cold almost. You see what I'm saying? So that you can say you didn't build with me. When I know that my purpose was to build with a particular masculine. And I've been like waiting or seeing or, trying to figure these things, these riddles and shit out, knowing that it was never going to lead to anything, right? At some point in time. But I feel like this is fake love, showing fake love, right? So again, how can somebody say something out their mouth, like draining me of my energy, and this may be the same things that you either doing or you allowing some witches to do to me? It's something like this. So this cannot be the same energy. That energy is no longer with us. That there's someone in the likeness of that person here, all right, that they've created, possibly, okay? Hell, both of us could have been recreated, or this may be why that shapeshifter energy is here. Okay. So again, this could be they already recreated me and unpacked, and I unchained, she unpacks the shit and lives the life, right? So, or gets the accolades or whatever what it would be. Okay. It could be something like that. So I have to leave now, okay? But again, as a God energy or an all-seeing energy, I see these things and I'm looking at these people like, are you crazy? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I feel like this is something. It's even talking about like I'm something about when this Letitia person was talking about the properties and depreciation of properties and shit like this. It was in apartments and things like this. It was making me think, what are we really talking about? These homies or homes or no place like home. It's like denying your mama for a whole bunch of bitches. I feel like that's just what that is. We got this energy of the strength card here. All right. She's not really looking like she's intimidating or manipulating or stroking the ego of anything. She has the lamb with her, the lamb of God. This could be a child of God. All right. And she has the infinity sign. She is all, this is the energy that is the all energy, the one that can roll open or pull open the scrolls of heaven. Right. This is that energy of wisdom or whatnot, or the Ruach or the Holy Spirit. All right. That's infinite, that goes through the motions on this earth with these particular people over and over again. All right. So we have this energy of this female right here with this half lion, half person. All right. So man and lion. This is what I'm talking about. Whatever this is, run through my blood. Period. It's almost like also the wolf, because we talked about a couple weeks ago the one of the blood of the lion and the wolf. But also I feel like this is the lion, the wolf, the lamb is all here, and she happened to have a heart hanging on her chest. All right. So I don't know. This could be something, again, who knows what we are. But I'm just saying, what do you stand for? Who are the people that are attacking one energy like this, that's seemingly not doing anything wrong to anyone, and think that that's okay? You see what I'm saying? Who is the discriminator now? Okay? Because I tell the truth about, again, androgyny, transgender, male and female energy. Okay? So who are the bullies now? So I feel like this is what this is. This whole thing, what to critique or criticize, was those particular beings going up against what is natural. Okay? That's just how I see it. Some people feelings might have been hurt because they wife or something was in one of my images or some shit like this. And I feel like that's what happened. These people chose to go with that, possibly even the energetic energy field of that feminine energy that tried to come at me because she was saying that some celebrity, like Chance the Rapper or something, was her cousin, and we were talking about his girlfriend or something. All right. And she was like, well, your family still likes me. I hang out with your family. They don't like you or whatever. So it's something like, it's something like that. And I'm like, well, damn, they steal my blood though, but whatever, like if that's the way motherfuckers feel when I ain't around, okay. But we got the devil energy here with this puppetry energy in reverse. All right. So there's something to this. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm. The Western, there is a Western spirit of creating difficulties which we cannot understand or understand. Okay. So again, we're going to go ahead and leave that there. Okay. It's talking about a meeting that took part in Philadelphia. All right. I remember Biden saying that he met with a young lady or whatever in Philadelphia. And that's what it says here, of a young ladies and gentlemen in the city of Philadelphia. He said they wanted to know the truth. Okay. But we're going to go ahead and end that there. I have to go. And now we'll be back later. Okay. Bye.